My name is Sofia. I am a politics major. I'm a junior at Scripps College. I use she, her pronouns. I'm from Arizona, Phoenix, yeah. Arizona's very hot also. Yeah, flat, deserty. I grew up in a very homogenous area. The school I went to was very white, and all through from when I was very young till high school was kind of like that. Being South Asian and brown, being the daughter of immigrants and being a Muslim, yeah. So I think so my parents are both Indian, and India's Muslims are a minority population in India. So I think my parents, at least from growing up and what I perceived, they were more took more pride in their Muslim identity, because I think in a lot of ways they were I think even here a lot of ways people think, oh, if you're Muslim you're not Indian. I feel my Muslim identity is the biggest driving force into what politicized me. I think for one, it made me more sympathetic to other people, or empathetic, because I was able to understand what it felt like to be constantly othered. I was on a no-fly list when I was 9, so I was very quickly taken off of it. My mom just called, but it was definitely obviously it's a racial profiling thing, yeah. When I was in high school, a bunch of armed demonstrators came to one of the mosques one of the mosques in my area, and kind of surrounded it, and they just came with weapons. So instances like that where it's just you feel very unwelcome in your community. My Muslim identity didn't just feel a religious identity, but it felt like something deeply politicized. I think I always felt very different. I wasn't really. I feel my Muslim identity is the biggest driving force into what politicized me. I think for one, it made me more sympathetic to other people, or empathetic, because I was able to understand what it felt like to be constantly othered. I wasn't really surrounded by a lot of other Muslims growing up, so it was something else I felt kind of isolated by. But because I was Muslim, I didn't feel very Indian, and I think there was also a dichotomy of because I was Muslim, I was all the messaging I was receiving in the media from people around me who were not Muslim was Muslims are not American, and Muslim American almost seemed like an oxymoron. So that was also as a kid especially really difficult to navigate. In Claremont, when I first came here, I think I was really wanting to find identity, really wanting to find other brown people, other Muslim people. When I initially came here, I was in kind of the larger Scripps API community, and I literally found very few people who were like me, and I found it just did not feel it was an identity group for me at all. It just felt yeah. But then I found SAMP, which is a South Asian mentorship program, and it specifically centers students of South Asian identities. I really enjoyed and I appreciated, and it made me feel seen for the first time. In Arizona, which is my So yeah, so that was really cool. I had really cool mentors, and I think that really shaped my time at Claremont so far. And it was really amazing. I found a bunch of my closest friends there. So then the following year, I wanted to be a mentor, and I did that. And then this year, I'm a head mentor, which is exciting too. Yeah. I think because South Asian identifying folks are usually not centered in Asian American spaces, that organization really tries to center the people who are on the margins, or not typically centered. I guess like understanding like structures of power and like your place within them, and yeah, like advocating for yourself and your community.
खुशबू से जुड़ा 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 है कहीं दूर हाथ से ये कैसे अनसुने से जैसे चूमे अंधेरों को कोई नूर बन के तितली दिल